Hello, my loves. Welcome to a new pick a card reading. Today we're going to be doing a new type of reading that we haven't done before. What they're not telling you. So you're going to get clarity on what your person is thinking and feeling about you at this time that maybe they just haven't been able to express to you yet. And we'll also take a look at why they may not be telling you this. And this reading will also include specific channeled messages from your person, whether it's your twin flame, your soulmate, your beloved, your crush, to you. So if you're new to this channel, I am Dr. V. Welcome to everybody who's a new subscriber, as well as to everyone who's part of this beautiful, gorgeous Live Tarot family. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't already, make sure you do hit that subscribe, turn on notifications, and get active in the comment section. You will find that we are a very loving and supportive group. I do read each and every one of your comments, and I do try to respond to as many as I can. So today I have 3 options for you, and actually it is a theme of beautiful magical places. So you get to choose your place, as well as I've given you some crystals to help you, get maybe a deeper intuitive guidance on which one you should pick. So please do be gentle with yourself, because this is a general reading. You can pick group number 1, number 2, number 3, or you can choose them all and take what works for you and leave the rest. Now, if you're at that place where general readings just aren't cutting it anymore, you need to get to the bottom of what is going on between you and your special person, because you are on a unique journey. So if you're feeling really emotionally exhausted, maybe you guys are in separation, maybe there's been little to no contact and you just need clarity so you can move forward, then I highly recommend you do the live reading experience with me. I'm one of the few people who offers this because I love to connect with you in person via video call, and it's very healing, very transformative, and Spirit answers all of your questions right there in real time. Now, if that doesn't, I don't know why I can't talk today. When that doesn't resonate, then I do also offer video recorded readings. So you can go to livetarot.com/readings and see my entire menu. So go ahead and take a deep breath, see which of these you feel guided to. So our first place is the wishing well, and that goes with this jasper crystal. So would you like to visit the wishing well today? Or would you like to visit the golden palace with the red jasper, which is your group number 2? Or would you like to visit the magic stream with the orange adventurine? So go ahead and make your selection, and we will get started here with the wishing well. All right, my beautiful group 1 that chose the wishing well with the jasper. Let's see what they're not telling you. So what has your person maybe not been able to express to you quite just yet? Sometimes we have poor communication. Sometimes there are obstacles. I know some of you even have, long distance, which can make it more difficult to communicate clearly. So let's see. For group 1, what are they not telling you? Okay, so we have 3 of Wands. We have the Sun. We have the Empress. And we have Temperance. Interesting. So we have, wow. All right. So we have a 3 out of 4 major arcana. Okay, so that might be a big thing right now that your person is going through that they may not be telling you. And I do feel that this is not something that is just to you. I feel like your person is going through some sort of very major vibrational and energetic shift in their life. And I feel like this is something that has been a long time coming for them. I do feel that one of the things that maybe they don't want you to know is how long they have struggled and suffered with some very deep challenges. Okay, I feel like this person has been trying to find or regain their balance after a very dark time for a long time. I do feel that they have gone through a lot of struggles, a lot of deeply painful things that have made them feel like they're not themselves. I feel like there is definitely a dark night of the soul that this person has gone through, and they may have a very hard time talking about it. And not just with you, but with anybody. But I feel like they are also very much coming to a point where they do want to open up. They do want to talk to you about it. I just feel like it has been a process for them. And it's probably because of whatever they have gone through that has made them feel very unbalanced in their life. I feel like it has also made it very difficult for them to trust somebody. Okay. And I feel like for them to trust someone, I feel like they have to literally come from this kind of energy, especially if this is a divine masculine that you're watching this for. It doesn't have to be. But I do feel that particularly if you are a feminine watching for the masculine, I just feel like there's a little bit of a special message here, which is that they need a very strong feminine in their life. They would actually do quite well with an Empress energy because this energy brings forth power, and this person has felt disempowered. They've felt powerless, hopeless, you know? And so I feel like if you are a masculine watching for a feminine energy, I feel like the feminine needs to step into this Empress energy to step into her full power again after coming off of this very dark time. Okay, so I just feel like this Empress really does represent a powerful feminine energy. Okay, so this feminine energy is going to bring or enhance the balance that this person is seeking. Okay, whether this person is a feminine seeking to empower herself, or whether this person is a masculine who is deeply attracted to the Empress feminine energy within you and is seeking the positivity, the radiance, the fertility of that energy to bring more happiness into their life. So I feel like one of the things that they're also not telling you is that they're getting very excited about the possibilities between the two of you, or they were very excited about the possibilities. But it may have taken some time, 3 of Wands. Okay, so I feel like this person, if you are struggling with them at this time, or whether you feel that, you know, you guys have lost contact or the contact has become less than before, I think it's because this person definitely takes their time. Okay, this is not somebody who's going to move forward quickly. It's going to take this person some time to open up, to trust. 3 of Wands, I feel like there's a regret that they also have, that maybe they waited They waited on this. They were very slow. They went back and forth. I feel like for some of you, there's definitely a back and forth energy. Like sometimes they're hot, sometimes they're cold. Sometimes I feel like I know this is the balancing of the elements right here with the water and fire. But I also feel in this reading, particularly, that this also represents some sort of hot and cold energy. Okay, in and out, hot and cold. This person, sometimes when they come in really hot. They're very interested, they're very passionate, they're very fiery. They feel like, they're so inspired by you, by life. They have all these plans. There's so much they want to do. And then when they go cold, they completely retreat. And then it's like they're a different person. So, but I feel like with the warmth of the sun here and with this element of fire right here, I do feel that their more dominant energy is more of the warmer, passionate energy. I feel like the cold energy comes in when they become scared. Okay, so this is why, again, I feel like I keep coming back to this Empress energy, because I feel like this person doesn't want to tell you that, maybe it makes them feel weak, or it makes them feel like they're less than if they say that they need a strong partner in their life. They need this Empress energy because the Empress is so powerful, right? This energy is an energy that she is very sure of herself. She is fertile. She is abundant. She brings forth new ideas, new beginnings. Right? And I feel like this is what this person needs, and they're afraid of admitting that they need that help, or they need that support, or they need that power that is outside of themselves, because maybe right now they're struggling with feeling weak or not strong enough or disempowered. So it's almost like they're not telling you that they see you as this kind of like the catalyst for this open, new beginning. Okay. Interesting. See, this person has definitely been robbed of things in the past, because we're getting the thief energy here. So I feel like that is why they're coming off of this very difficult, dark period of time. They feel that they have been, cheated on, robbed. I feel like for some of you, this person has been betrayed by other people when it comes to love and money. I feel like this person feels that they've been used. People have just really done some dark things. And again, I feel like for some of you, this is not for everybody, but for some of you, one of the things this person is hiding is a secret around how maybe they were conned out of money, or they were manipulated out of money, and they feel like, they feel very violated financially. Okay, this is not for everybody, but for some of you, there's some sort of financial violation where they feel like they were robbed. Now they feel like a fool. They don't want to tell anybody that. It took them a long time to come back from that. There's something there, okay, where they feel like they were really, really messed up from somebody doing something that robbed them or betrayed them in some way. And that is why they are having a hard time. That is why they have a hard time expressing their love as well. Okay, so that is why they may not be expressing their love to you as openly or as quickly as they would want to. I just feel like they're not telling you some of these darker things that they've gone through, and it makes it very, very hard for them to open up and be expressive. Okay, wow, there you go. See? Remember I said that this person, one of the things that they're maybe not telling you is that it takes them a long time to trust. See, trust yourself in your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. Now, here's the thing. See, I feel like one of the things this person also is not telling you is, see this right here, don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. I feel like this is this person's weakness. They are swayed by strong opinions or strong other energies, especially from their romantic partner. And that's where they feel like they were robbed. Either they were with people who were very dominant and aggressive, who may have cheated on them, betrayed them, or even taken their money. and they felt they were very weak. They couldn't stand up to this person. But I feel like the other thing that they're not telling you is that they haven't changed that part. Like they're still attracted to very strong energies. And it's almost like they don't know how to get out of it. They're still there in that I'm attracted to very strong people. Now, I think their challenge from spirit here is that not all strong energies or strong people are unethical or immoral, or they're going to rob you. They're not. There's so many strong and beautiful souls. And I feel like this person is learning to trust and see that you are one of those. Like you are in the strong and beautiful and true and honest, not the strong and I'm going to screw you over because I'm strong. Like, you know, like I'm manipulative, I'm strong. Like it's not that. So I feel like this person is definitely learning to trust that part. And that is the part that it's like, it's been hard for them to admit and express as well. Let's see. A journey, either physical or mental. So they may not be telling you also that I feel like this is a special message for those of you who might be long distance. So they may not be telling you that they want to come see you, or that they need to see you, or they want you to come see them. They may be shy or embarrassed to say, hey, can we do something to physically get together? Would you come to me? Would you be open to that? So I feel like there's a special message here for those of you who are long distance. This person, they want to travel to see you, or they want you to travel to see them. Fan, romance, celebration, and party. Okay, so that they are thinking of you very, very romantically. Okay, so again, this person might be shy. Again, Three of Wands, they might be slow to express these things. We're getting, again, express your love. They want to express it. They want to express how romantic they feel about you. They want to party with you. They want to do things with you. They might be a little bit slow in expressing that, or they might be a little bit slow in you know, wanting to experience that with, you know, with the trust that this is leading somewhere. So now let's get some specific messages of what they're not telling you, channeled messages. And if you could take a second to give this video a like and a subscribe, thank you so much. You have no idea how much it helps me, my kids, and the channel. My childhood was difficult and it still affects me. I was let down by the people I loved and trusted. See, this is why I'm saying I feel like there is something with that Temperance energy. They have gone through some very dark things that maybe you know a little bit, but I feel like even for those of you who know something about what this person has been through, it's not everything, okay? They're still not fully open about everything. They're still holding something back. I want you to believe in me again. I know that I must take full responsibility for my actions. I will earn your trust again. So trust is coming up again in this relationship, in this connection. So there's something around trust. So maybe there is a mutual problem here with trusting. Maybe you have a hard time trusting group one, and this person does as well. So it's kind of like who trusts who first. So I feel like both of you may need to work on each of your trust issues. I'm confused about what I should do about my feelings for you. Okay. Not surprising, because this person, again, with that Three of Wands, I just feel like there's been a slow progress, a delay. Our beliefs were just too different. I couldn't reconcile mine to yours. Okay. So if you've been experiencing, you know, more struggle, more separation, you feel like this person isn't connecting with you as well, that is why. Okay, so they may be somebody who's more closed off than you are, okay? And they may not be as open. They may not be telling you that. They may be not be like, I feel like for some of you, they're also like, wow, how are you so open? Aren't you afraid? Like, how do you trust people? Aren't you afraid? Like there's a part of them that doesn't understand how you can be a very open and strong person. But I feel like that comes from that Empress energy, right? Like when you're not afraid, like you can be who you are. I think that's another conversation that needs to happen here. Okay, so they're not telling you that whatever went on in their past that is haunting them, that they're very imbalanced from, went on in their home. Okay, so something about the way they grew up, something in their home, their family. Okay, and that goes back to that childhood energy. Okay, so you may want to, you know, as you move forward, as you get closer to them, you may want to kind of find out what that is. I also feel that they are not yet telling you that it feels like home with you, that you give them the feeling of what home should be, okay, which it was not for this person. So it's almost like you are redefining what home means to this person, and that's also scaring them because that's a big thing for them. I feel like whatever is a secret that this person has, it has to do with their home and how you make them feel that home could be different. Okay, so they need to forgive. There is definitely something within this person that needs to forgive their past. And if the two of you have separated because of these issues, then they also need, you know, to forgive, not that you did anything, but to forgive what's gone on here. Like, they need to be open to asking for forgiveness and giving forgiveness. Okay, so they're also not telling you that they want to resolve this situation. Okay, they want results from this. They want this to work out. Okay, even though they're slow, even though they're having issues, they want this to work out. They're afraid that it won't. Okay, they're afraid of the outcome. So again, I feel like this person, one of the main things in this reading is that they can't admit that they do have a bit of that softer kind of, like, they tend to be a little bit emotionally weak, and they need an emotionally strong partner to balance that out, okay? Because they're afraid. They're afraid of what the outcome would be. And they're afraid to show you that they are emotionally weak. Yeah. Okay, so I feel like this person has definitely been, we've come full circle. They've been in these cycles, and I feel like they want to come out. Okay, they want to come out of the cycle that they've been in because they know that they're not going to be able to create this relationship with you without coming out of that cycle, without being stronger emotionally. So if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do live or video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I have created and used in this reading. Also check out the Blessed Twin Flame Necklace, which is a beautiful manifesting piece. And I've created all of these things for you at livetarot.com. So make sure you check out all of the magic there. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you all on the next one. My beautiful group 2 that chose the Golden Palace with the red jasper. Let's see. What are they not saying to you? And you know, sometimes it's just hard, right? Communication can be difficult, especially if you guys are not, you know, in the same place. If you have geographical distance, third parties, things can get complicated. So let's take a look at what they may not be saying to you at this time. Maybe they're afraid to. Let's see. We have the Star. We have the Three of Swords. We have the Tower. Wow. More major arcanas. Even group 1 was very major arcana heavy reading. So there is a lot of movement here, which is good. There's transformation coming here. I'm not getting any stagnant energy. Wow, look at that. Beautiful Ten of Cups. I'm not getting stagnant energy in either of these first 2 readings. So that is very positive. Wow. So I feel like the first thing that's coming through here, and again, we have 2 major arcana. First one, we had 3. So a lot of transformative energy, a lot of energy of things shifting. Okay, so if you feel like something has been stuck for quite some time here, there is a definite shift, a definite change coming through. However, it may feel first like it's getting worse before it gets better. Okay. So there may be a tower here that is coming, some sort of truth that comes to light. Something that, again, may feel initially like it's bad, or, you know, when I say bad, I don't mean bad, but I mean undesirable. Like, you know, like you wouldn't want it that way. But it's actually sometimes things like that need to happen in order for what you want to be able to come through. Okay, so I feel like this person wants or is wishing that, I mean, they're not telling you this, but it's almost like they wish that they could, that they have gone through some sort of a very, very deep disappointment, deep heartbreak. They had a lot of aspirations, a lot of goals, a lot of things they wanted that they didn't get. There is some part of this person that feels that life has treated them badly. Okay, so I feel like, you know, they may try very hard in the outside world to kind of act like somebody who is very positive, but I feel like they're coming from this kind of fake it till you make it. Okay, so I feel like that's part of what they're not saying right now, which is that they want to come off to you and to others kind of like a superstar. Okay, this is a somewhat of a persona, okay, that they feel is necessary to show to the world. Like, look at me, I'm doing great, everything's fine, I'm moving up the ladder, or I'm successful, I'm happy, I'm this, I'm that. They have this sense of status. Okay, this person has a sense of image. They don't want anybody to perceive them as struggling. And I feel like when they struggle, which I believe they are struggling right now, something is bothering them, something has changed, something has shifted for this person. Okay, something has happened here that has really tested this person. And it has tested their ability or their skills at trying to show people how successful they are. And when I say successful, it doesn't necessarily have to be just like money or career, but just kind of like somebody who is doing well in whatever way they want to show that. But again, I just feel like this person really cares about their title, their status, the way the way people talk about them. I feel like this person doesn't want to tell you that they do struggle with caring about what others think of them. It's very important to them, even though they know it shouldn't be. Okay, like there's a part of them that knows deep down inside, hey, I shouldn't really care what people think of me. I shouldn't really care what my family thinks of me, my friends think of me, but I do. And I feel like another thing that they don't want to tell you is that a lot of that struggle, a lot of that heartbreak and disappointment comes from them feeling like they're not living up to those expectations. Okay, so for some of you, I feel like this person may have a lot of family, community, or societal expectations on them, okay, to be the superstar. Either, you know, their family relies upon them for money, family business, taking care of things, being everybody's rock, being everybody's support system. There's something here about that. And it's like they have to fulfill that role. And that role really weighs them down. Okay? Whatever, again, is that image, that role, that image to the outside that they have to show, like either they are the good son, they are the good daughter, they are the good, you know, whatever, right? Like they have to show that image. For those of you, I just feel there's a special message here for those of you who are in third party. They, if this person is married, I feel like they also have to have that image of good husband, good wife, good partner, good boyfriend, good girlfriend, whatever it is. But they are not telling you that they are feeling the weight of that on their shoulders very, very heavily. Okay, and that might be something that is bringing them a lot of grief right now. And they also, like, if they are not fully there for you, or they're not fully able to commit to you or invest in this connection, it is killing them. It is breaking their heart. But what they're not telling you is that, again, they have a very hard time breaking free from whatever those expectations are, or breaking free from that role that they're in. They're like locked into a particular role, okay? And it's almost like they feel like either way they will lose. Like if they give up that role and break free from it to be with you, it will break their heart in a certain way, because they will be letting people down. And if they break free from you in order to be this person, they will also break their heart. So they feel like they are stuck. They are stuck. They are cornered. They're in a corner. I feel like what they're also not telling you is that they're afraid that something is going to happen here that's going to bring this whole thing crashing down. For some of you, it's already happened. Something has already either happened here or is about to happen that is going to crumble this facade. Okay, it's going to destroy this image or whatever it is that this person has built up or been expected to build up. And what's going to come out of that tower falling, like I said, initially it's going to be very painful. It might be the end of a marriage. It might be the end of a family business. It might be the end of, like, family or responsibility or some sort of role this person is playing. It might be them moving away from these people. For some of you, I feel like there's a long distance here. So it might be this person moving away, choosing you over them, and that's the tower that's going to fall. But I feel like whatever this is, they're not telling you that it's going to get worse before it gets better. And when it starts to get better, what's going to come out of it is them being honest about what it is that they truly want, which is this 10 of Cups. So whatever this star, to me in this particular reading, this star energy, it's a very strange energy. It's not what it usually would be. It's the energy in this reading of, I am very, very depleted and heartbroken from playing this role. And underneath this star, which is very individual, right? It's very kind of like, look at me, I'm shining. I'm just this ray of light and hope and success and all these things. Somebody to look up to. It's very lonely at the top. It's very lonely at the top here. What they truly want is partnership, love, commitment, family, if that's the stage you are in. 10 of Cups, feeling like they're part of something bigger than them. That's not just obligations to others, but being part of a couple, being part of this loving energy that they have with you. Okay, that is what is underneath all of this. That is what is behind that initial falling of the tower. What they're not telling you is that they've been building up these fantasies of what they could have with you, and it's scaring them. It's scaring them because, oh, there you go. There you go. They're building up these fantasies of marrying you, and if they did that, what would that do to their current situation? Okay, so for some of you, this person is already married or committed to somebody else. What would it do to their marriage? These fantasies, this desire that this person has to marry you or to be with you. For those of you, it's not a third party, it's this 10 of Cups. They're having all these beautiful, desires and dreams and fantasies of being with you, but they're afraid that that desire, that dream will make this tower fall. Yeah. So I feel like they're feeling very pessimistic. They're not telling you. They're afraid that things are not going to work out. They're also not telling you that it is a struggle for them right now to be optimistic. They're trying. They love you so much that they're trying to hold on to that love to be optimistic, but they're not telling you that they're feeling very pessimistic and scared that this isn't going to happen, that somehow, you know, all of these dreams are just going to end in total heartbreak. Okay, so they're just really afraid. They're afraid of whatever this tower, whether it's already fallen or it's about to fall. See, surrender your desire to control people. So this is the other thing they're not telling you, is that, you know, they do care about what other people think. And in that wanting to dominate other people's image of them, it is their also desire to control other people and what they think. So this is a very complicated person who's in a complicated situation. And I feel like they're not telling you that although it may seem like they're trapped in that image, there is a part of them that enjoys the power that they get from that image. Okay, I mean, that's okay. We're all human. Who doesn't like power and influence over other people to some extent, right? Especially if you have it already, which I think this person does to a certain extent. So I feel like they're not telling you that as much as they love you and want to be with you and have all these dreams of being with you, there's also a pull towards the power and status that they already have, the position in society, community, whatever it is, the position that they already have is also pulling them in that direction. And they're, I guess, ashamed to admit that they like to have that control or that effect on other people as well. So it's kind of like they're really stuck in a conflict, a very conflicting situation here. What else are they not telling you? Elephant, a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Okay, so they're also, I feel like, see, this to me is a special message also for those of you who there's some sort of a long distance. So I think that's the other thing they're afraid of, is that if they decide that they're going to leave this situation that they have here and travel on this long journey, will it actually improve their life, or will they regret it? I feel like that's the other thing that they're afraid to admit, that they have some sort of doubt, especially if you guys are long distance, that there's some sort of doubt that, hey, if we do make this big move, if we move closer to one another, what if it doesn't work? I think they're also not telling you that they are trying to be wiser, this elephant energy. I just feel like they're trying to make the right decision, and they do have doubts. It's not all just like, you know, rainbows and, you know, it's all not just like positive. There's a lot of doubt in that as well. I also feel like it's been a long mental journey for them. They feel like, again, the mental journey and the physical journey towards this 10 of Cups and this marriage, they're also not telling you that it feels very long and full of struggle. Like they don't feel like it's going to be that easy for the two of you to be together. Okay, so that's another thing they don't want to say. They just feel like, wow, like what if this is a long, hard road, and what if we don't make it? Okay. Cat, a two-faced friend. Yeah. So I feel like this is another thing. Like, didn't I tell you with that star's energy, this person has people around them, okay, that they care about whatever is that effect that they have on those other people. But some of those other people are also two-faced friends. So beware that there may be some other people in this person's life that don't wish you guys well, okay? And that might be working against, they might be working against this connection. So just be aware of that too. And they may know this person may know already. This person may be whispering in their ear, but they're not telling you that, hey, this person is like not supporting us. So let's get some specific things here that they're not telling you. And if you could take a second to give this video a like and a subscribe, thank you so much. You have no idea how much just something simple like that helps me, my kids, and the channel. I can't hide my true feelings anymore. I love you and I want to spend my life with you. See, to me, that goes back to that 10 of Cups and that marriage card. This person, they really want to be with you. I just think their situation is complicated. I'm mad at myself for behaving this way. I can't control my fear of getting my heart broken again. Let's see. Yeah, and it's interesting that came below that 3 of Swords. So like I said, this person has dealt with a lot of disappointment, of being let down in the past as well. So they're even more like, you know, careful. I still feel connected to you, but I've waited too long to reach out. Is it too late for us? So take that as a special message for those of you who this person may have already chosen the other, you know, kind of like that other life, either their family, the third party. Maybe they just felt like they had no choice. They had to stay there, but they haven't forgotten about you. You're still in their energy. I still have dreams about you and our happy times together. See? So I feel like these are special messages for those of you who may be in separation from this person, because I just feel like, wow, they have a lot going on in their kind of material world. So I wouldn't be surprised if for some of you, this person has had to step back or step away, because they had these other complications. Yeah. So they're also not telling you that there is a hesitation. See, I feel like we've seen this throughout this reading. As much as like, I feel like if none of these issues were there, they would jump at marriage, family, 10 of Cups, everything. But look, they're not telling you that they hesitate because of their situation. There's something here that doesn't feel like an easy road. Okay. Yeah. So there's something here about, there's the reason why they are invested in their reputation, their status, whatever responsibilities they have, whatever, you know, title, whatever it is, it goes back to the way they were raised. It goes back to the expectations that were put on them from the time they were a child, okay? So that is why it is hard. It is very hard to go against the grain, to go against that programming, that patterning. The Tower, it's only when something very significant, something big, something explosive happens that you can change this pattern right here that comes literally from childhood. They see that you guys have tremendous potential, but they're also being told of their own potential, right? Like they're constantly under the pressure to fulfill the star's potential. Okay. So again, I just feel like this person is literally torn between you and something else. And see, for some of them, they are very afraid that what if they are going to have to say no to you and they don't want to? Okay, they absolutely don't want to. If all of this was clear, if the path was clear, they would absolutely want to be with you. But they're also afraid to tell you that they might be forced to say no because they can't say no to the other people. Okay, so that's for some of you. For others of you, I feel like they are trying to gather up the courage. They're not telling you this, but they're trying to gather up the courage to say no to the other people or to the third party. Okay, so there's a no coming here. But I feel like for some of you, this person is afraid they'll have to say no to you. For others of you, I feel like they're trying to have the courage to say no to the other people. But I'm hoping that their love for you, which is this 10 of Cups in this marriage, is giving them the strength to eventually say no here to the others. Okay, so if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you can do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I've created and used in this reading. Also, make sure to check out the Blessed Twin Flame necklace, which is a beautiful manifesting piece. Now, all of these things are available at livetarot.com, so make sure you go there and check out all the magic. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you all on the next one. My beautiful group number 3 that chose the magic stream with the orange adventuring. Let's see. What are they not telling you? Or are just not good at communicating at this time, because there might be distance, there might be obstacles, third parties. So let's see. What are they not telling you, group 3? We have the 7 of Wands. We have the Knight of Wands. Okay, a lot of passionate energy coming through. Fire sign energy. We have Judgment. Queen of Cups. Wow. Okay. So I feel like they have a lot of defenses. Okay, a lot of resistance. This person can be very, very defensive about their past and the actions that they have taken in their past. So I feel like this person definitely feels like they have been judged or criticized for the way their life has turned out. Not by you, but by other people. By people who they felt close to, by people who raised them, either family, friends, just their community. I feel like this person is or has gone through a time in their life where they felt that the people who were closest to them, the people that they thought loved them, did not support them when they needed that support, did not stand by them when they made certain decisions about their life. So there's a lot of bitterness that this person carries around that. And what that's done is that it's led to some sort of very kind of defensive, I'm gonna put up walls, you know, I'm ready to fight. Like, I feel like this person is always ready to fight. And that's one of the issues here, that maybe you don't understand why. Like, they might have a very fiery personality to begin with. They might be very passionate. I feel like this person has also very much tried to follow their own passions in life to the detriment of the way other people in their life, people that they cared about, would see them. So it's interesting. I feel like they did not look for approval. They were really trying to, you know, follow their dreams, their passions. They tried very hard not to look for approval. I feel like they weren't even asking for approval. But what they weren't expecting was people they loved putting them down or criticizing them or making them feel like they're making a mistake. Okay, so this person, again, they carry a bitterness. They carry a bitterness towards their past, or the people in their past that they thought had their back, people that they thought would support their dreams. But when the time came to be supported by these people, this person felt very let down. Okay, and that is why the way this might be manifesting in their behavior towards you, group 3, is that they might be very argumentative or defensive with you. And I feel like what they're not telling you, because they're either embarrassed or maybe they're not even yet fully aware of it themselves, what they're not telling you is it's not you. The reason why they act like this comes from the fact that they felt like they had to do everything themselves. They had to, you know, pursue their passions. They had to almost start their life over and reinvent themselves all by themselves. Everything they have, everything they've achieved, they feel like they have hustled so hard for. They've kind of stopped and started again many times. This person may be somebody who has explored different careers. They've lived in different places. They may have tried out all kinds of different things. And it's almost like they've been made to feel somehow embarrassed or ashamed about that by, again, the people around them. And they've come to some point where they're just tired of it. Like they're no longer willing to feel ashamed or put down by the fact that they are trying to find themselves or have tried to find themselves in the past. I feel like this person was very shamed. Like people around them tried to shame them for the decisions that they were making. And like I said, this person may have been very experimental and they were shamed for it. As in experimental, what I mean by that is, again, they may have like tried to live in different places, tried different types of careers or different types of life callings. They may have had, different types of ideas, and they may have had to start from scratch or reinvent themselves every time they took that risk. But I feel like that is something good about them that they have, that they're willing to be adventurous. They're willing to take that risk. They're willing to kind of, pursue something and then see if it works out. And if it doesn't, course correct into something else. But they've become very defensive in the process, okay, because they felt criticized or put down. So they've become very kind of touchy. They become very argumentative, okay. I feel like they have a very soft heart underneath all of that, and they have fallen in love with you. You have opened up that side with this Queen of Cups energy, okay? They do have a romantic, emotional side, but they may have had to kind of become very tough in order to withstand the criticism or withstand the judgment, withstand, whatever was coming at them. They've been through a lot of that kind of very much that what we would call like scrutiny, like they felt like, again, their family, their friends, whoever is around them, they felt like they were being watched. They felt like they were being judged. They really did feel like running away. And maybe there's a part of them, or maybe for some of you, this person has run away or tried or has a desire to run away from these people. I also feel that this person, because of what they've gone through, they're a runner themselves. So you may notice that when you have a disagreement with this person, they have a very hard time. They will argue, they will fight, they will, dig their heels in. They could be very stubborn. They can raise their voice easily. They can become irritated easily. And I feel like they're not telling you why. Is because they do feel very ashamed about their family history or their history with the way people have treated them or the opinions that their family has had of them. I feel like they've spent the greater part of these last few years trying to show themselves as very strong, as very worthy, as like, I'm not going to take that shit. I'm not going to take that criticism. I'm going to run from it. So this is why I also feel that, as much as they love you and you bring out all those good things in them, what they're not telling you is that if things get heated between the two of you, they tend to want to run. And it's not because of you. It's because of this tendency. It's because as soon as they feel attacked, they literally feel like just running away. And sometimes they can be very, very impulsive. With this Knight of Wands energy, I feel like they're very passionate, and they can also be very impulsive in what they do when they feel very confronted or when they feel like very much like they've been put in a corner, right? Or they're being put in a position where they feel like somebody is putting them down. Okay, so this person, I think one of the things that that they don't want to say or not telling you is that their ego can be very sensitive to being criticized or, in their view, being put down. Now, you may not be putting them down. You may not be thinking of that at all, but they may be quick to go there, okay, because of what they have, what they have experienced. So see, this is why I feel like this person is looking for a better path. I feel like they don't want to be like this anymore because they do realize that they tend to run. They do realize that, you know, maybe you guys have separated at this time or are in a very kind of challenging situation right now because of these issues. You know, they may have run from this. You may have said, you know, I can't take this kind of energy of somebody coming in and out. Like they might be very in and out of your life. They might be always looking for this path to something better. This person, again, I feel like they might be somebody who's always kind of on the run. Like when things go wrong or things go south, they look for a path out or they look for a path to something better. It's hard for them to stay in one place. I feel like this person, again, might be somebody who kind of moves around. Even if it's not physical, they're somebody who may be very like not staying in one place emotionally or mentally. They may be somebody who kind of skips around. Like they need a constant escape. They may tend to feel claustrophobic very easily. They may tend to feel trapped very easily. They may tend to feel defensive very easily. So emotionally, they're also running. It's not just that they're physically running. That's why I feel like this person, if you're separated at this time, they want a reconciliation with you. Because they may have run from this. They may have also, you know, maybe been triggered by something that has gone on between the two of you that may not even have been that big. I feel like for some of you, if you're separated at this time from this person, whatever happened may not have been something huge, but for you, it may have been small, but for them, it may have triggered them into running. And now I feel like they're trying to tell you, or they're trying to figure out how to reconcile with you again, because they're feeling very kind of foolish. Like, why did I run? Why did I do this? I can feel like, see, this person does tend to be dramatic. Okay. They don't mean to be, but I feel like their actions, their behavior by many can be seen as drama, because like I said, this is the kind of person, this is the image I'm getting. This is the kind of person who, if they are in an argument with you, instead of facing you or talking about it, they will get into their car and leave. Or they will just leave the place, wherever you are. Instead of confronting it, instead of talking about it, instead of sitting down, looking you in the eye and calmly talking, they will get very heated. They will become very passionate, and they will literally leave. And what they'll do, they don't mean to create drama, but in that big grand exit, because I feel like this person makes grand exits, okay, it will look like and feel like drama. It'll feel like, my God, why is this person so dramatic? Why can't they just sit and talk like, you know, a normal person? Why do they have to like literally, you know, jump into their car and you hear the screeching noise, like it's like they can be very dramatic. And yes, they are embarrassed by it. I think they don't want to be, but this is their tendency, their inclination. It's very hard for them not to be triggered into being dramatic. And I feel like that's another thing they're not telling you or don't want to admit, because it is kind of embarrassing, you know? What else? So this one flipped over on its own. Angels, spiritual guidance, protection from harm. So I feel like this person really does need some spiritual guidance. I feel like they need some sort of spiritual practice to calm down their very jittery, very dramatic tendencies. I think they're coming to this idea. I feel like they also are not telling you that they appreciate that you are like an angel in their life. Like you are a spiritual person. You might be the calm person in this scenario. You might be the person who makes them feel like you can protect them, or your energy or your love coming again from this Queen of Cups energy and this angel energy is kind of like a protection from the drama. Like you might have a very calming spiritual presence, and it might actually help this person to calm down. But I feel like they may not be saying that to you because they do realize that it's not your job. Like it's not your responsibility to be this person's spiritual guide or, you know, calming influence. It's not necessarily your job to soothe them. They have to learn how to soothe and calm themselves. So I feel like they are aware of not putting that on you. Butterfly, a change for the better. Okay, so I feel like this person is quite self-conscious of their tendencies, and they do want a transformation. I love that we got the butterfly and the angel, because that to me tells us that yes, they are aware that if they want to have this kind of Queen of Cups energy, if they want to maintain this love and they want to grow this love, create this love, or reconcile because you guys might be separated from this love, that they're gonna have to transform this part of themselves, both for their own well-being, for their own good, as well as for being with you. So let's see, what else are they specifically not saying? And if you could take a second to give this video a like and a subscribe, thank you so much. It seems so simple, but you have no idea how much that actually helps me, my kids, and the channel. You're the love of my life. You make me want to be a better person. I want to be happy and content with you. See, this person really does struggle with being happy and content, okay? They truly do want that. I feel like that Queen of Cups shows us that they want that. You're the love of their life. They want that contentment, but they struggle with their own emotions. You're my secret inspiration. Your smile lights up my world. I love laughing with you. Oh, that's really beautiful. See, you do bring a lot of light, love, and peace to this person. You do soothe their kind of dramatic soul. Oh my gosh. I don't know why Spirit just gave me that phrase, dramatic soul. This is a dramatic soul. They mean well, they love very deeply, but they're definitely a dramatic soul. It's always been you. I don't know how to tell you the truth. I want a new beginning. Yeah, see? So that to me goes back to this reconciliation energy. It's always been you. I feel like I abandoned you and myself when we broke up. I want to reconcile. So again, we have 3 messages here for those of you who are separated at this time. 3 messages of deep, deep desire for reconciliation. Sorry, I keep trying to, it's getting to be evening here, and I feel like we're losing the light, so I'm trying to give you guys some more light as we finish up this reading. See? So maybe one of the things they also haven't been wanting to admit is that, you know, again, because of their 7 of Wands kind of defensive energy, they are having a hard time admitting that you get under their skin. Like they can't get rid of you, even if they wanted to. It's like you are haunting them in the 5D. They might be seeing synchronicities, seeing your name, seeing angel numbers. There is a deep spiritual soul level connection here that this person feels, may not be wanting to admit it because it is big. And see, this person definitely has these kind of blocks. You know, they definitely have a bit of a stuck energy. Now, what I'm loving though is that, you know, they probably have had a hard time kind of admitting to you, look, I know I can be stubborn. I know I can be dramatic. I know I can be stuck. And look at this. Look at... To me, this is a confirmation of what did I say about, for some of you, this person makes dramatic exits. They get into their car. So I feel like here we are seeing all these cars, all these dramatic exits, right? So I feel like, again, they're, you know, for some of you, it's like this person has a hard time telling you that sometimes they feel really, really stuck in their own mind, in their own stubbornness. Sometimes it's almost like they can't stop themselves from, you know, running or making that drama, because what they really need is that balance. Okay. So again, I feel like they're not telling you this, but because it's not your job to be their balance. But I feel like one of the things that they're not telling you is that, you know, when they are with you, they do feel peaceful, calm, balanced. You definitely compliment them. You're definitely a calming, beautiful energy, something they truly appreciate, but know that they can't rely on. You know, like, again, it's not your job to soothe them necessarily. You know, I mean, it's you can support them, but it's their job to soothe and balance themselves first, right? You can only just support them in doing that. Yeah. So I feel like this is definitely, you can see this as a time marker if it is fall where you are in the world. If not, you can see this as change. I love this. So I do feel that this person, whether with you or right now, like away from you, they are secretly trying to change, trying to grow, trying, you know, if they do come back to reconcile with you, if you are in separation, they don't want to come back as the same person because they know it's going to be the same old cycle. So they are becoming very aware of the fact that if they do want you back, then they are going to have to find these things within themselves. Like, you're not going to just go back to this kind of, you know, this kind of drama. So really beautiful, very fascinating person here. So if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you can do live or video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I have created and used in this reading. You can also order the Blessed Twin Flame necklace, which is a beautiful manifesting piece. So I've created all of these things to help you on this journey. Check them all out at livetarot.com. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you all on the next one.